Low-key, it's my last first day of school, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. Hey everyone, long time no see. I am so excited to be back and bringing you once again another first week of law school vlog. We only have literally one more of these. This is actually the last one because normally I do one every semester, but next semester, as many of you know, I will be doing an externship and will not be in law school classes. So this literally is my last first week of school ever. I'm 24 years old and I've been going to school for the last 2 decades, and that feels pretty crazy to say. I'm so excited to jump into this week with you. Per usual, the first week never seems like it's going to be quite as hectic as the typical week during the rest of the semester, but I will definitely let you know about all of the classes that I'll be taking, the extracurricular events that I'll be participating in, and more as the week goes on. As I'm filming this, it is Monday, August 30th, and I only have one class today, which is my evening class at 5:30, trial practice and procedure. We are going to be in person for the first time since March of 2020, and I think that's gonna go okay. My class is pretty small, everyone is vaccinated, and we're all still wearing masks indoors, so hopefully we can keep that going for the rest of the semester, but honestly, who knows anything at this point. This class meets twice a week, but each of the 2 meetings are very different procedurally from one another. So I'll tell you about the one later this week as it comes up, but for tonight, it's just a typical, I don't want to say lecture class. I don't think it's a lecture class at all, but typical, every student is meeting with the professor for, I think, an hour and a half or so. We have a lot of reading to do, and when I say a lot of reading, you guys, my teacher assigned like 250 pages of reading for our first class. She didn't send out the syllabus until right before the weekend too, and again, this is a Monday class, so I have been rushing like heck to get all of this reading done and be prepared. I don't think it will always be this bad, but the preparation and forethought on how to organize this class was a little bit shaky from the start. I hope it balances out as the semester goes forward. Thankfully, I do like what I'm reading about. So far, I'm probably halfway through the reading and I have 4 hours to go. Basically, we have to be prepared with a practice case file. I think it's a lawsuit about a life insurance policy. And then we also have quite a few chapters of our textbook that we're reading to prepare us for evidence-based objections and jury selection, as well as giving us an overall summary of how trial procedure works. Luckily, I'm pretty familiar with most of those things, so it isn't too slow going. And I want to say that this class had a prerequisite for at least evidence, if not also criminal procedure. Hopefully we won't have to spend too much time belaboring the points that we're all probably already familiar with and can get right into the fun stuff. My impression is that this class is going to be all about actually putting into practice the things that we've been learning as it relates to trials, both civil and criminal. We also have to watch part of a civil and criminal trial this semester. No problem for me, you don't have to tell me twice. My hardest part is always figuring out where and when trials are in session though. So once we can figure that out, I think we'll be okay. My day was going to be full of errands, running around, getting a couple things set up for the semester, but because of all of the homework, that stuff is gonna be pushed to tomorrow. I also was supposed to have a phone meeting today with an elected state's attorney in Illinois for a county that I'm interested in working in the future. That hasn't worked out, but hopefully in the next day or 2, we're going to be able to reschedule that and have that conversation. If that works out, I'll definitely let you know what I learn. Don't think there's too much else to say right now, but I will for sure check in with you guys later today. Yeah, that's really interesting. When you talk about training young lawyers like myself, starting them in misdemeanors, I know that's really common practice, which totally makes sense to me. What's the typical, I guess, career trajectory through your office? Is it like you tend to spend a year or two in misdemeanors, move up to a different team. I know every office kind of has their own thing. Okay. I can't talk for very long because I'm getting set up for book club. You guys have met my book club before, so I'm not gonna film that. But I just got out of my class and it was a whirlwind of information. We had huge technological difficulties with a demonic speaker or something in the roof. And I'm a little stressed out. It doesn't seem like it's the best organized class. We have like 4 different hypothetical cases that we are going to be doing different exercises with at any given time, and all of those cases I think are like 100 pages each of different information, different themes, theories, witnesses, etc. So I'm not sure how I'm going to keep all that straight in my head yet, but hopefully as the semester keeps going and students continue to give feedback like they did today, that gets figured out. So I will probably talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, see you later. It's Tuesday and it's 1 p.m. because I have totally forgotten to film all morning long. I slept in, ate lunch, made a grocery list, filled out a survey for my wrongful conviction clinic, which you'll hear more about later, and now I'm hitting the road to do some errands. So let's go. All right, we've made it as close as we're going to the first stop, which is laundry, dry cleaning. We gotta do some of that. This summer, I obviously was wearing blazers almost every day, and to be honest with you, didn't clean them once. So that needs to happen. Plus, my bridesmaid dress from my friend's wedding that I went to earlier this month, I want to get that cleaned because there's probably a lot of sunscreen on it. So we're gonna go pay for that and then go to our next stop, which I probably won't film separately, but it's actually for these glasses that I'm wearing, which are my new sunglasses from Warby Parker. I did not do their whole shtick of having 5 frames sent to my house and trying them on. I actually had no intention to buy them at all, but another friend of mine saw their actual storefront at a mall we were walking around in, and she wanted to go in, and when we did that, I found these, which I really liked. They could come in prescription shades. I don't really know how to say that, but that's something I've been looking for years. And I have a very narrow face, so it's hard to find sunglasses that fit me. These probably don't fit me as well as my other sunglasses do, but they're close enough and they would come in prescription. So I snagged them when I had the chance, but they are just a little loose. So the next stop, I'm just gonna go to the store that they have a couple blocks up from here and get them tightened. Then we're gonna go grocery shopping and to the post office. It's a very full afternoon and I am starting to sweat in this car. So I'm gonna get out and run these errands. I don't know if I just don't know how expensive dry cleaners are or what, but that was expensive. I gave him 2 blazers and my dress, and it's like $40. Is that normal? I don't know. This is an adult thing I don't know very much about. You guys can let me know in the comments. Well, that was easy. Got my sunglasses all adjusted. Now we can see without them falling off my face. Love that for us. I will say I definitely highly recommend Warby Parker customer service. I've been to 2 stores now and talked with them over email, and every time has been a really good experience. So I can't really say much for like price comparison. I don't really know anything about that, but as far as people being nice and helpful, 10 out of 10. Alrighty, second to last stop, the post office, because I tried to find some leggings on thread up and nothing ever fits me. So that's fine. Time to get some groceries. What is this thing? I've never seen this in my life. This is awesome. And this store needs it. They are missing half the things I wanted. Wow, my face is so red. It is really hot right now. Okay, well, I got all the groceries, all the kiddos in the back, and we're gonna drive home, put all this stuff away, edit somebody's personal statement, do our corporation's homework, and maybe call somebody from home. I don't know. Be social. Tomorrow I have my corporations class, so that homework needs to get done. And yeah, really just like the weekend was a big push for everything I had yesterday, but today is just the errands and hopefully more doable reading day. So thanks for coming along with my errands. I will talk to you guys later. All right, everyone, it is much later at night than I thought it was going to be when I came to you next today, but I haven't been all that productive this evening. I did a couple things, enough things, but certainly not everything I probably should have done. It's a little bit weird this first week because a lot of my time every week is going to be spent doing the clinic work, whether that means going to court, writing legal things, meeting with our clients in jail or wherever they happen to be. I don't know yet. I haven't gone to orientation. I'm not sure what the layout of that clinic is going to be like yet, but I do know that I'm going to be committing at least 20 hours a week on average to that, and we just haven't started. I think all of that is really going to get going next week. So I have a lot of like free time and not a ton to fill it with, which means that I fill it with nothing. So I did a little bit of planning for this weekend. I did a little bit of homework. I finished up one of the personal statements I was editing for one of my subscribers, and that's pretty much it. Tomorrow I'm going to get a not at all early start, but at least before noon start and get over to the law school in the morning, set up, finish up the homework that I have for my class tomorrow. It's not a lot, thankfully, unlike the other one. My corporations professor was very nice and only gave us like 20 pages of reading, so I think I can handle that. I've already done a lot of it, but I have a little bit to finish up, so I'll do that tomorrow morning. I also need to probably edit this video starting tomorrow, so I will do that as well. And I think we also have a moot court meeting. I am not on the moot court team this year for the sole reason that I have the externship in the spring, and the competition will likely resume being in person this year, which requires being local to practice, so it's just not feasible, although I absolutely loved my experience last year and was happy to volunteer an hour of my time tomorrow to encourage new 2Ls and 3Ls who are interested in joining the team to do so. So anyway, all that to say, I am headed to bed. Tomorrow morning we have a couple things to do at the school. We will be on campus for a couple hours, and this weekend will be really fun. One of my best friends from college is coming to hang out with me for 2 days, and I have found lots of fun things for us to do. Yeah, I think that's about it for today. That's a wrap on Tuesday, and I will see you guys in the morning. Jeez. Good morning. It is 6:30 a.m., which is not the time that I ever planned to get up, today included, but I've been laying in bed awake for the last hour and cannot go back to sleep. I think I have 5.5 hours before my moot court meeting, and my remaining homework is gonna take like an hour and a half max. So I think I'm gonna actually work out this morning. I don't know why I think that's a good idea. One of my friends told me yesterday that she was getting up, oh my gosh, One of my friends told me yesterday that she was getting up at like 5:30 a.m. every day to work out at 6 on campus. I can tell you right now with absolute certainty that is not what's happening. But I do have my yoga mat here, some weights, and lots of free videos on YouTube. So I'll probably just do a quick 10 or 15-minute video routine thing on body weight exercise that is tending to be what I'm most comfortable with figuring out by myself. So I'll do that. I'll eat breakfast. I guess I'll go to the campus and do my homework, start working on this video. I don't know, fill the time until noon. I probably should make lunch. That's a good thing. Wow, I'm making this like whole list of things to do in the next 5 hours. I have no idea what, if any of that, I will film and show to you, but there you go. If nothing else, you have an outline of my morning. Okay, I got my 30-pound backpack on with all my textbooks, my computer, my keys, my wallet, all the stuff I need for school today. I'm headed off to campus. It is 9:40, so leaving a little bit later than I initially wanted to, but I did work out this morning. I ate breakfast and then I went to sleep for another 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go do some homework, all the stuff I already told you like 3 hours ago. I'll see you guys at school. Good old basement of the parking garage. Time to make the climb. All right, all set up and ready to go in my little study room for the next 2 hours. Look what has already happened before class even started. Seriously. I hate being this person, but I had to bail on my moot court meeting because I was totally wrong about how long this homework was going to take me. I thought that I just had a couple more pages to read and then I would be done, but turns out on the last couple pages there's like 3 different activities that I have to calculate stuff for and Google stuff and read information on the Securities Exchange website, so I don't have time to sit and tell people to do moot court. So I feel really bad about that, but I also don't want to be totally unprepared for my first day of class. So we're still here doing homework, and that's what it looks like. Made it home from Whole Foods where I just dropped off a textbook rental situation, and now I'm making some very early dinner. I've had a weird eating schedule today, waking up at 6:30 in the morning. I can't really like eat a lot first thing in the morning, but I do need to eat something. So I had a granola bar like at 7, which then made me hungry for lunch at 10:30. So I kind of ate that from like 10:30 to 11:30, and now it's 3:30, 4 to 5 hours later, and I know it's not dinner time, but I'm starving. So I found this Panera mac and cheese broccoli cheddar soup mix-up mashup thing at I was gonna say Whole Foods, but it wasn't Whole Foods. It was the other grocery store that I went to yesterday, and I thought that would make a good 2 meals for myself. So I'm just heating that up really quick, nothing fancy going on here. My first class tomorrow, which was going to be a clinic meeting for the wrongful conviction clinic, ended up getting canceled. The Midwest Innocence Project, which is helping run the clinic, is assigned to a case that has a really important hearing tomorrow in Kansas City. So one of our directors, as well as 2 of the 4 students, are going to that. I assume they're driving right now. Kansas City is about 4 hours away from St. Louis, 4.5 maybe with traffic. So I'm disappointed that we won't get to learn about the clinic tomorrow like I thought I was going to be. I hope that they still give me the information I need in order to get my hours for next week. But other than that, I will just have my other 2 classes tomorrow. I have my trial procedure, or what is it? I have my trial practice and procedure class Mondays and Thursdays. As I mentioned earlier in this video, Mondays the whole class meets together to do exercises, and Thursdays we meet in smaller sections of 7 students each, I think, with a different adjunct professor. Mine is a public defender in the area, so I'm looking forward to meeting her and kind of figuring this class out, but yeah, I'm still stressed about it. My textbooks still have not come, and we have a big writing paper due on one of them next Thursday. So hopefully that will all work itself out. But I just have that tomorrow, and then I also have corporations. Yes, it's 2 afternoons in a row, which is not ideal homework-wise, but it's doable. So that's what I'm gonna spend tonight doing, since I don't really have any homework for my trial class. So yeah, I don't know if I'll talk to you again for the rest of today. I'm sorry if these vlogs are boring. I know I don't do a lot. I'm not out and about usually during the week. Hopefully later this semester I will have more of an opportunity to tell you about what I'm spending my time with, especially as the clinics get going, and if I remain involved with any extracurriculars. It's kind of still to be determined. Anyway, I forgot how I started that sentence. I will tell you guys hopefully later in the semester how a normal week usually goes once the clinic gets going and everything. But for now, it's really just a lot of hanging out at home and getting set up for the semester, refamiliarizing myself with the law school building. I guess I can tell you a little bit about corporations. I think this is probably done. So my corporations class seems like it's gonna be difficult more than anything else because I'm not familiar already with the foundational terms of business and finance, like talking about shareholders and electing a board of directors and what is the worth of a claim on a company through its stock value. I don't know what I'm talking about when I say any of those words. And I feel like a lot of that is common knowledge that I just don't have. So it took me quite a long time to do the foundational reading, but I'm hoping that by putting the hours in now to try to get sort of a sense of the environment whose laws we're discussing, that will come into play later and help me understand the class as we go. The professor seems super nice. He said this is his first year teaching corporations. He's German and has an accent, so that's fun. He seems very open to helping us in any way possible. I usually have a pretty hard time articulating the thing that doesn't make sense to me, so office hours hasn't always been the most helpful resource, but maybe this semester will be different, maybe corporations will be different. I don't really know yet. I guess it's kind of to be determined, but I suppose it's going as well as it could be. Our textbook is pretty easy to understand, so that's nice. It's written to make it as least complicated as possible. So I really appreciate anyone who's gonna go through the effort of that. It was also much, much cheaper than your average law school textbook. I think that's all I really have to say about today, and I will check in with you later if something interesting happens. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Here's my mac and cheese creation, if you were curious. Not that I did any part of creating this. I literally just heated it up. It's Thursday morning and we have an almost full school day ahead of us. I should have been in class this morning, but as I told you last night, that class has been canceled for this week. So instead I've been spending the morning doing a little bit of homework, making breakfast, getting ready, just kind of hanging out at home. I have about 2 more hours before I need to leave for my first class today, corporations. And so with that time, I'm going to make my lunch and dinner, because dinner I'm going to be eating at the school. My evening class, which is the trial practice and procedure, Thursday session is not until 6, I think, and my corporations class gets out around 2:30. So we will have quite a bit of time to hang out, eat, edit the video, do some homework. You might remember that I didn't finish all of my reading for my Monday class, and part of the stuff that I didn't finish will be put into practice theoretically for this Thursday class. So that is what I'm going to spend my afternoon on. We'll probably hole up in another little study room like we did yesterday. I think that's it for now as far as outline of my day, but if you are still watching at this point, it probably means that you are a fairly regular watcher of my channel. If that's the case, or even if it isn't, I would love for you to let me know if a Q&A is something that you would like me to do in the near future. Normally, I reserve those for our channel birthdays, which is at the end of February every year, but it's been a while and I feel like maybe I have enough volume of subscribers on my channel that maybe we should be doing more of those. If that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments below or send me a DM on my Instagram. I would love to hear your questions, and if there's enough of them, we can make another video. Guys, look at how much crap I have to take to class today. Oh my gosh. In here, under my wallet anyway, is my planner, my trial textbook, my corporations textbook, my corporation notebook, my corporation statute book, and my trial binder, plus my computer, plus my water bottle, wallet. In here we've got my mask, my keys, highlighters, pens, all that kind of stuff. And over there is my dinner. This is like, oh my gosh. This is easily 40 pounds. I'm like not even joking. It sets off the child warning light on my passenger seat about how the airbag isn't gonna go off. I just got out of class and I just want to show you guys the law school's decision to replace all of our lockers that I showed you in my campus tour video before with much smaller ones that we have to empty out every day. I can't say this is my favorite decision that WashU has ever made, but we're making it work. I was driving home as planned and I know I already had dinner, but I live so close to a Raising Cane's. Like, what do you expect from me?
What can I get for you?
Hi, can I get 6 chicken fingers and 2 cane sauces?
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
So you said 6 chicken fingers and 2 cane sauce?
That's correct.
88 at the window.
Thank you. 3 for today and 3 for tomorrow. I'm not here for the combos. I don't like the fries all that much. I don't like the coleslaw. I don't eat the Texas toast. Just give me the chicken and that good sauce. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy right now. Thank you guys so much for watching and coming along with me as I started my 3L year. I don't have much to share for this Friday anyway, since I'm just going to spend most of the day editing this video. Please let me know if you like these vlog style videos by hitting the thumbs up or the thumbs down button below. Also hit me up in the comments and tell me what other videos you'd like to see during my last semester of law school classes. I will see you guys next week with a deep dive into the subreddit law school admissions. Until then, God bless.